Hi guys, so today we're going to go from point slope, which we learned yesterday, back into slope-intercept. So what we have to do first is determine the point slope formula, which is up here as a review. Then we have to distribute our slope to both terms. Then we have to get y by itself, the regular y, not the y1, by adding y1 to both sides, or subtracting, whichever one is there. So moving down, we're going to get into some examples. So remember to put it into point slope form. We may have to get the slope, and that's okay. So in this one, we're given 2 points, so we're going to have to solve for the slope. So my slope for this slope, m equals, again, I'm going to label x1, y1, x2, y2. So it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that's going to be 2 minus negative 4 over 15 minus 5. 2 minus negative 4 becomes 2 plus 4, which is 6 over 15 minus 5 is 10. I can simplify this to be 3 over 5. So now I'm going to plug it into my point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And again, we can do this with either term. For this one, I'm going to use the original. So I have y minus negative 4 equals 3/5 times x minus 5. All right, first step, I'm going to distribute. So y minus negative 4, or that's the same as y plus 4, equals 3/5 x. 3/5 times negative 5 is negative 3. And then my last step would be to subtract 4 from both sides. So then y equals 3/5 x minus 7. Now what I want to show is how using either point will get us to this. So now I'm going to change my pen color, and I'm going to do this with the other point. So now y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Using my new terms, y minus 2 equals 3/5 times x minus 15. I'm going to distribute. So y minus 2 equals 3/5 x. 3/5 times negative 15 is going to be negative 9. Now I'm going to add 2 to both sides. Y equals 3/5 x minus 7. So as you can see, using either of my two original points, I'm going to get the same equation. So if you have 2 points, no matter what you do, you will get the same equation in the end, so long as you did it right. So we won't tell you which one you have to use. You guys get to choose. I'm generally, in this video, I'm just going to pick the first point from now on. Okay? Our next example. They were nice to us in our next example. We're given the slope already. So first, I have to plug this into my point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. I'm going to plug in. Remember, the slope is m. So y minus 4 equals 6 times x minus negative 5. That becomes plus 5. First step is to distribute. So y minus 4 equals 6x plus 6 times 5 is 30. Add 4 to both sides. Y equals 6x plus 34. Okay, nice and simple. We just have to use our integer rules and move things around, and we'll be able to figure this out nice and easy. Moving down. Again, they were nice. They gave us our slope already. That's m. I'm going to write down my equation. I'm going to plug in this point, x1, y1. So y minus 1 equals -4 times x minus 3. I'm going to start by distributing. Y minus 1 equals -4x. -4 times -3 is +12. Last step, I'm going to add 1 to both sides. Y equals -4x plus 13. Nice and easy there. Moving down again, we're still getting lucky. They're giving us our slope. Writing down my equation, plugging things in. Y minus 8 equals 1/2 times x minus -4. I'm going to distribute. Y minus 8 equals 1/2 x. 1/2 times +4 is 2, so plus 2. Now I'm just going to add my 8 to both sides. So y equals 1/2 x plus 10. All right, moving down. This time we have to solve for slope. So slope m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I'll label my points. Okay, so now I'm going to plug this all in. -9 minus -3 over 2 minus 4. This becomes -9 plus 3 is -6. 2 minus 4 is -2. -6 divided by -2 is +3. That's my m. I'm going to use my first point to plug in. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. I'll plug that in. Y minus -3 equals 3 times x minus 4. I'm going to distribute. Y plus 3 equals 3x. 3 times -4 is -12. Lastly, I'm going to subtract 3. And y equals 3x minus 15. Okay? Now there are 3 problems left in this entire thing. Moving down. This one, we are given 2 points, but I can also take this point, which is my y-intercept, at 0, 4. Now I'm given these 2 points. I don't even have to put this in point slope form if I don't want to, because I can just find the slope between these 2 points. So my slope, m equals x1, y1, x2, y2, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So then it's 0 minus 2 over 2 minus 1, -2 over 1, or -2 is my slope. Now, I'm going to put this in point slope form still. And we'll see that we're going to find that y-intercept of 0, 4. All right, I'm going to use my original point, 1, 2. So, y minus 2 equals -2 times x minus 1. I'll distribute. Y minus 2 equals negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. I'm going to add 2 to both sides. So y equals negative 2x plus 4. You will notice, remember in slope-intercept form, this, my b, is my y-intercept at 4, 0, 4. That's the point on this graph. So if I wanted to, I could have just found the slope and plugged it into slope-intercept. But since we're going from point-slope form, I figured I'd show you that as well. All right, second to last one. They give us our m's. I'm going to label my point. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So then it is y minus 6 equals 1/2 times x minus negative 4. That becomes plus 4. I'm going to distribute. Y minus 6 equals 1/2 x. 1/2 times 4 is 2. I'm going to add 6. Y equals 1/2 x plus 8. All right, nice and easy. Last problem of the day. Write an equation of the line with a slope of 2. So my m is 2. And my point is negative 1, 4, x1, y1 in point slope form and in slope intercept form. So part 1, I just want to put it in slope, point slope. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So then it is y minus 4 equals 2 times x minus negative 1, or y minus 4 equals 2 times x plus 1. That's in point slope form. Now I need to use this, so I'm going to rewrite it up here to put it in slope-intercept form. So y minus 4 equals 2 times x plus 1. First step, we're going to distribute. Y minus 4 equals 2x. 2 times 1 is 2. I'm going to add 4 to both sides. So y equals 2x plus 6. And that is my slope-intercept form. All right, so as always, if I went too fast, you can go back and watch this over and over again. If you have any questions, leave a comment on the Google Classroom. Send myself, Ms. Gates, or Ms. Kirschbaum an email. We're here to help whatever you need, and have a great rest of your day, guys.